Hey, last night I didn't remember a lucid dream or a normal dream, which is a bummer. Um, I think it's because I only got 4 hours of sleep because I was able to fall asleep early, which was good, but I slept for 2 hours, woke up in the middle of the night, which is good for lucid dreaming, and then tried to go back to sleep an hour later, couldn't go to sleep until 5 hours later, and then got only another 2 hours of sleep and then woke up again. And so that makes 4 hours of sleep, and that's where I am now. Still early, so I might still fall back asleep, but and if I do fall back asleep, I feel like I would have either a dream or a lucid dream. But I might not have time for that because I'm leaving out of town today to visit my sister. Me and my mom are gonna visit my sister out of town, so I already said out of town. Anyways, I might fall asleep in the car there and have a dream there. That would be cool. But in case I don't, um, today I want to tell you guys about my first lucid dream that I had when I was a little kid. Um, Before I knew they were called lucid dreams or I even knew that that was possible. So here you go. So I was in this same room actually. This is my room right now. A few years ago, it was my sister's room, and a few years before that, it was my room, and then before that, it was my other sister's room. But when it was my room and I was a little kid, um, I was in my bed, right, asleep. It was the middle of the night. I was having a dream, a normal dream, that I was in school and I was doing an assignment, an English assignment. And I was in elementary school at the time. I think I was in third grade. So the dream took place in that same third grade classroom that I was in at the time. So I was in the dream doing an assignment, and then I woke up. I just opened my eyes, in the waking life, and I was like, "Oh, that was a dream," and I'm like, "That's cool." And so I just close my eyes again, and I fall asleep again, and I fall asleep, and I re-enter the same exact dream, and so I'm doing the assignment again, and I'm like, didn't I just wake up from this dream? And so with that, I realized that it was a dream. And so I was like, well, I guess I don't have to do this assignment then because, this isn't even real. Um, so I tossed my assignment onto the floor. I got up from my desk. I went to my teacher's desk in the dream and jumped up on her desk. And then I left. And I left the school. I went back to my house, which was just across the street, both in the dream and in real life at the time. And so I get to my house, and my mom opens the gate as if, she was waiting for me, as if she knew that I was coming in the dream, right? And she hands me a bag of McDonald's, a Happy Meal. And to me, this was a delicacy because, you know, kids love McDonald's, right? And parents are always cooking food for them all the time, fish and chicken and stuff, which is tasty for the adults, but not so much for the kids. But it's healthier. But McDonald's is tastier. Anyways, she gives me McDonald's, and I'm like, yes, score. Um, and then a little puppy comes out from behind her through the gate and starts running down the street, and I'm like, hey, a puppy. And so I start chasing it down the street, and that's when I wake up again. And I was like, wow, that was cool. Um, and that was my first lucid dream. Um, I don't know when, but I guess a few years later, I heard about lucid dreams and that it is when you're dreaming and you know that you're dreaming. And I was like, hey, I did that once. Um, and then in high school, in my junior year, I had another. Actually, in middle school, I think I had another lucid dream. I think it was in middle school, and it was where I was underwater, and I was in a pool underwater, and I was breathing, like I was breathing just a little bit, like very shallowly, because I thought I couldn't breathe underwater, but I was almost out of breath, and so I started breathing, you know, just a little bit, and then I was like, wait, but I shouldn't be able to breathe even just a little bit underwater, and that made me realize that it was a dream, and so I was like, all right, another lucid dream, and so I got out of the pool, um, and I think I went up to the balcony. I don't know if I flew there or if I walked there, and then I believe I woke up from there. So that was a shorter one, and then that was my second lucid dreaming experience that I remember. And then when I was in high school during my junior year, I had a dream that I woke up. In the dream, I woke up and I was walking to my car to go to school, and which is just like what I would usually do at that time. I was waking up every day, going to my car, going to school. I had a car. That was fun. To have a car in high school. Um, and so I'm in the dream, walking to my car, and I think my shoe was untied or something. So I bent down to check my shoe or something. And while I was down there, I pinched my leg. I don't know why I pinched my leg, but when I pinched my leg, it didn't hurt, which it doesn't in dreams. And so I was like, am I in a dream? And I was like, yes, it's always fun to be in a dream and know that you're in a dream. And so I started flying. I was like, damn, I haven't flown in a long time. I don't know if, I guess I did fly in some previous lucid dreaming experiences a few years earlier. But yeah, I don't think that was my first time flying in a lucid dream. Anyways, I flew up towards the moon. It was the morning and you can see the moon. You could see the moon, which does sometimes happen. So it wasn't that weird. But anyways, I flew up to the moon. I mean, in the direction of the moon. But as soon as I got up, a few feet in the air, I woke up because at this point I was like all excited and and that made me wake up. And then now I'm just telling my whole life story. um, and then I saw on a YouTube video that some people train themselves to lucid dream, and that was a few months later. Um, and I decided that I wanted to do that, and so I started doing that. Um, and yeah, it's about a year and a half later, and I'm getting better at it. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. Those were my first few lucid dreaming experiences throughout my grade school years. Um, I guess that's it. Hopefully, I will fall asleep again because we're not gonna leave for a while. If I don't fall asleep between now and the time that we leave, hopefully I'll sleep in the car and have a dream there. If not, then hopefully I'll have a lucid dream tonight. But I guess that's it for now. Peace.